I'm going to share with you how you can get 0% interest loans from the government that can last decades. Let's say I bought a property back in 2016 for $170,000. And let's say 10 years later, I go to sell that property and it appraises at $300,000. And so I sell that property at $300,000. I have to make some repairs, there's closing costs, and let's say ultimately I sell it and get back $270,000. So after I pay off my loan, I have $100,000 worth of gain on the property. Now if I sell that property and that $100,000 comes to me, then I have to pay what's called capital gains. And sometimes long-term capital gains can be between 15 and maybe 20-25% depending on my income. So let's say my taxable income of that $100,000 is $20,000. So rather than paying that $20,000 and having it be gone forever, did you know that there's a provision in the tax code that allows me to keep that $100,000 and reinvest it without having to send it to the government right now? In fact, I can keep it for years and years and even decades. What I need to do is what's called a 1031 exchange. What that basically means is rather than receiving that $100,000, I can have that money go to a qualified person that is able to do 1031 exchanges, and he receives that money, he holds on to that money, and then when I buy my next asset, then he can send that money to the title company and I can buy that asset and I can use that same $20,000 that I was supposed to send over to the government. I can keep that and put it into the next deal. Now eventually I'll have to pay that money to the government, but I can keep a hold of it for as long as I hold on to that next deal, or unless I do another 1031 exchange into another property. And if I die before I ever pay that tax, then it is possible, if I do it right, to have that tax burden die with me. So this is a way that you can get a loan from the government that is 0% interest, and you can keep it for as long as you can. So if you watched this video or the other videos that I've done on real estate, then consider subscribing to my channel. I try to produce great videos and great content about real estate investing. And so if you're interested in that, then check out my channel, subscribe to it. It'd be great. I'd appreciate it. And I'll continue to provide the best information that I can. So thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day.